Hey, welcome to today's live stream. Going to be going over some technical analysis on some of the major stocks we've been watching this week. Obviously, GameStop as well as the major indexes. Thank you for all joining live. If you do have any tickers you want me to specifically take a look at, please feel free to put them in the chat and I will take a look. I will be taking requests. So I'm going to go over the main tickers. Like I said, I'm going to start with GameStop, go over the major indexes, SPY, QQQ, IWM, and a few requests we've been following this week. And then I'll go into any specific requests from people watching live. All right, so right now we are looking at GameStop. So GameStop down a little bit today, down 4%. And overall, what we're watching on GameStop is we can see here, there's a nice consolidation pattern. We have a triangle pattern starting to form from mid-March, right? So we have multiple touches of the top diagonal and the bottom diagonal are pretty clear. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 10 touches on the top side and at least 4, 5 touches on the bottom side, right? So this is a pretty clear formation we have here on the one-day chart. A lot of the price action has been between the one-day 55 and the one-day 21. Now, more recently, just this week, on Monday, we got a very, very nice bounce off of the one-day 55. That's this green line right here, causing price action to pump over the one-day 21, this yellow line, and actually break out of the triangle formation. Yesterday, we had some nice upside, getting close to actually getting a high of 188. Today, a little bit of a pullback. But ultimately, as long as price action stays above this one-day 21, that is an overall bullish sign for GameStop, and I would be looking to potentially buy on this one-day 21 here. So going to look for price action today, see if it gets any lower, see if we do get any buying into end of today. Though it is down today, I'm not concerned as this is typically what you do see on breakouts. You'll see a breakout, you'll see a confirmation of support, and then you'll see some more buying. So that's what I'm watching for here. As long as price action stays above this one-day 21 or even more so above this diagonal trend line coming in around 160, GameStop does look overall fine to me. With that said, let's take a look at the oscillators. We do have RSI still above its EMA, still above the midline. We can see RSI is giving a read of 52 right now, so still above 50. Definitely a bearish slope we're seeing here, but as long as it's fine support above its EMA, I'm okay with this right now. Stochastics looking a little bit more bullish, still in a very, very nice bullish posture here, getting above the midline, also giving a read. Stochastics giving a read of 53. So the oscillators are giving neutral to bullish signals. As long as price action finds support above the major EMAs and major diagonals, I'm okay with what I see here. Now going on to SPY. SPY yesterday, or actually this week, really with not too much price action, we can see compared to the last, let's call it the last month, price action on SPY the last Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week have traded in very small ranges, and we're kind of just consolidating basically at all-time highs. So we did have all-time highs last Friday at 418.25. On Monday, we had a high of 418.22. Yesterday, we had a high of 418.14, and today we have a high of 418. So the last few days have all been within anywhere from 25 cents of all-time high, really crushing and really keep tapping previous all-time highs set on Friday. Does really indicate how strong the markets still are. With that said, the way that we're consolidating so high is causing the oscillators to potentially reset here. We do have RSI right on its EMA, right below the bull control zone that's marked off here with 65. And we do actually have stochastics resetting off of the 80 extreme. So if we get RSI to pop up here above its EMA and above this 65 region with stochastics crossing back up so high in the range, that would be an extremely bullish signal on SPY. QQQ giving a very similar read. We have QQQ essentially consolidating at all-time highs, finding support last week above this 335 and 336 horizontal supports. We have the one-day 21 here coming in now around 335, so we expect this area to be major support. The oscillators, though, on QQQ are looking a bit weaker than we are seeing on SPY, as we do have QQQ, we have RSI actually crossing below its EMA, and we have stochastics doing in a similar pattern. We have stochastics actually crossing down here as well and actually breaking below the 80 extreme. So this is typically a sell signal. With that said, the oscillators are looking a little bit weaker, but with price action so high and still above major horizontals and major EMAs, there's really nothing to get too bearish about yet. So I am keeping an eye on this one, but as long as QQQ is above 335 overall, I am bullish. Now on to the Russell 2000. This is one of the major indexes that I keep an eye on. The Russell 2000 here, looking still pretty strong. Let's take a look actually, we might get a better read on futures. Let's take a look. So we can see there's this major horizontal resistance at 2298. And yesterday we kind of got over it for a bit. We can see a wick to the upside above the horizontal, but ultimately closing day right below. Today, it looks like price action opened up right on this horizontal at 2298 and so far getting rejected. So it looks like we might see a little bit more downside here. But at the moment, let's take a look at the oscillators. We are seeing stochastic still in a bullish posture, but we're seeing RSI kind of flattening out as we're getting rejected at this major horizontal. So if we do see price action close below this horizontal today with some downside price action, it is possible we come back down and test the 1-day 21. But at the moment, I would need a little bit more price action. So let's come back to this at the end of the day and see where price action does close. Now on to some of the requests we got this week. We've had a few requests for OCGN. And OCGN today looking very strong, getting above this major horizontal at 1060. This is exactly what you want to see if you're bullish on this stock. Last Friday's price action with this wick up to the top and getting sold back down was a little bit iffy looking, but so far this week finding very, very nice support above 1060. And this is a very good look. As we can see, there's not really too much price action above 1060, and all-time highs are all the way up at 18. As long as we find support here, the sky's the limit, so I am liking what I see here. In regards to the oscillators, we do have RSI and stochastics giving some pretty nice reads here on OCGN. So I could see as long as price action stays above this 1060 area, certainly I would expect to see some more upside. For those of you who are watching live, if you have any tickers you want me to take a look at, please feel free to post them in the chat. Now, another request we got this week was HYSR. This one, I don't feel as confident in regard compared to OCGN, but we are getting some very nice supports off the 1-day 200. We can see this purple line here. We can see a bounce back in early March led to an 80% run. We can see end of March led to a 50% run. And now more recently, we can see just last week a bounce off the 1-day 200 leading to a run into the 1-day 100 and 1-day 55 moving averages. So this is looking okay, but it does look like we had strong resistance off this 1-day 100 and 1-day 55. As long as price action's above the 1-day 21, things are looking okay, but I would really like to see this break up above these major moving averages here. With that said, we do have stochastics in a nice bullish posture, getting close to its EMA. We also have RSI getting close to its midline, but getting rejected. So we're seeing mixed signals from the oscillators, and we're seeing a little bit of a rejection off of the 1-day 100. So not the strongest look right now for Sun Hydrogen, but overall above its 1-day 21, and I can stay bullish on this one. So let's go back to GameStop. So GameStop is selling down a bit more since we looked just a few minutes ago. It is actually now testing its 1-day 21. So for those of you who are watching this 165 area, the 1-day 21 is a very important area. We want to see buying on that 165 area, as if that breaks, this could be a fake breakout, which would not be what we want to see. But as long as the test, we do see some major buying off of this test of the 1-day 21, I will continue to stay bullish into the next few days or next few weeks on GameStop. For those of you who are watching live, if there's any tickers you want me to take a look at, please post in the comment section. If not, that will be all for the morning. Just wanted to recap what I'm seeing live on GameStop, and I will be back tomorrow morning.